Well, hello, and welcome back. This is Julian with the Jewel Design, and I'm so glad you're here today. We are doing a very quick video. Haha, you know me, I have to talk. But it is just a reveal today. I wanted to show you where we left off on with the altered coffee sleeves, and what they went into, what's up in the shop, and a quick as a peek at what next week is to entail. And then I'll leave you be for Friday, because I have, of course, a whole new project to go film for next week and get that sort of started, because it's going to take me 2 months to finish that project so I can use it. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. If you're new, I'm so glad that you are willing to have your notifications on and you subscribed and you're watching your feeds. I hope I pop up enough, because I don't do this on a regular basis, and that you're willing to watch today and every day that a film comes up. If you've been here for a while, I really greatly appreciate you constantly leaving me in your feed so that you see what's up when I'm able to do so. I do rely sometimes heavily on a couple other people to show off my work, because I'm in massive, creative mode, and I don't have time to get on. If I'm doing a lot of digital design, I don't have time to get on and show off anything besides an occasional, hey, here's what I made. So I really do appreciate that you have me in your feed, that you've come along and willing to subscribe and check out what I've got going. So the newest things in my Etsy shop right now is I did this once before in a much bigger group. It didn't go very far. I don't think people really understood. I didn't do a great job of showing it off. So I pulled it apart. There's one kit left of just a bunch of great printed pages of all my work, like things I've done in the first year and a half. You have oopses, and you have, well, I don't know if I want to keep that in my paper, and let me rearrange this. And so I have all these printouts, right? Great pages to collage with, great pages just to add into a journal, going, gosh, I need one more page, and what fits the bill? And you have this great variety of shabby pink, retro, bright colored, floral, just a little bit of Easter. And I say Easter only because there's bunnies on it. Like I had a nice variety pack where you get about 20 pages of, just printouts, some single-sided, some double-sided, and they're all good pages. They just didn't make it into the kit, or I didn't show them to you, or I had extras because, I printed one kit and then I reprinted the whole thing to show you guys, or sent off to a DP, a design project, team. So I had all these extra sheets, and so I put them together, and one of them was already sold, so you have one left. And then I also had all the fussy cuts. I had the ephemera, I had the fussy cuts, I had pieces left over, sheet after sheet of just random stuff, again, that didn't make it into a kit, or, again, extra sheets. So I put together these page pocket, double page pocket ephemera holders. And they're clean so that you can decorate as you see fit. But they're full of fussy cuts, which I think I just took that out. I guess I better put that one back in. Full of fussy cuts. There's probably just under about 60 pieces of individual fussy cuts and ephemera. Base pieces, whether it be envelopes, tags. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not cut a hole in it. I'm so used to grabbing that. But it gives you all the pieces to add ephemera to your kits, and it gives you the fussy cuts and smaller ephemera bases to add to this envelope and decorate it up as a gift, decorate to put in your journals. Now, 3 of them are pretty large, even for a 9x6 journal. It may be great pocket in the back on the cover. Backside of the inside of a cover would be great to put these on. They are 7 by 6.5, 7.5 by 6. They're a little big. They're good size. But I think they'd be great as a way to give somebody a bunch of ephemera in a pocket as a gift. And so it's sort of how I presented it. You have this great double pocket, page ephemera holder. Double book page ephemera holder. Good Lord, that's a mouthful. It comes with a coffee sleeve that you see me make. You saw me make this one, right? Opens up. I even put a piece of paper in it. So it opens up very carefully. It is very temperamental to put I noticed a Velcro thingy on lace. So, you may want to continue to reinforce that. I don't know how many times I put glue in there, but we'll keep trying. Anyway, the goal is to either put things like paper and the journal cards and, whoopsie, there it all is. Put the ephemera in it, wrap it up, and I would glue it down on a page. Make it a great sleeve for a bunch of ephemera if you want, or just glue it down on your page, and with a good pen, with a really good pen, you can write right on it. So as we were talking about, that was one of the things. But as you see, in every piece of ephemera that's in here, it is full of fussies. Fussy cuts that I've cut down. And the reason I say there's about 60 pieces total is because some of these have multitudes. So there's 6 words, there's a number of definitions, you get 2 sheets of labels. There's a lot in here. So there's about 60 individual little pieces that we're dealing with. And that doesn't include, of course, that doesn't include the fuss, that doesn't include the pocket or this new addition. So, you know, there you go. So for a pretty small amount, I think I put them up for $15 US. You get ephemera bases, you get fussy cuts ready to go. They're all pretty well cut down pretty cleanly. I didn't do every word, like I said, I didn't do the definitions or the words or the labels because I didn't want to take a chance of you guys losing them until you were ready for them. I know my mom keeps them in cute strips, and so it makes it a lot easier to find them and look at them. So you get small envelopes or pockets. You get the, I'll take that off. You get a file folder with ephemera in it. You get, you know, this, which is 2 tags, I think 4 journal cards, 2 large ones, 2 medium ones, strips of paper, a corner, each one has a corner pocket, a belly band, more strips, right? And of course all the wonderful bronzy antique paper clips, which we all need when we do our altered paper clips, we do our, you know, hidden paper clips. We need something to start off with. And then you get a large envelope, one of my larger envelopes. This one is the scalloped clutch purse that has the 5 scallops here, 5 scallops across the front, plus the 3 hole punch, you know, thumb notches. Now, I did not glue anything down that you get. All the envelopes and pockets are loose so that you can do as you see fit, because a lot of us are very crafty and will turn all these little things into flip outs, and this envelope becomes this wonderful flip out folio instead of just an envelope if you don't need an envelope. Now, sometimes we need an envelope. Sometimes we want to put stuff in it and stick it into a belly band and put it in the journal. But again, here's 2 sheets of some of my colorful labels, bordered design labels. And again, like if I cut each one of these little ones out, I hate to have you lose them. This way you can see exactly what they are. But again, that's like 6 and 4. There's 10 of them in this case. So there are a lot of pieces here. But if you cut every single one of them out, there's quite a bit in here. And I'm hoping for $15, it seems reasonable to you guys to have things ready to go. A nice eclectic collection of things. A lot of it is pretty floral. From my garden stroll to my wildflower to my mother's roses, my original purple rosemary kit, bits and pieces from the original 50 Shades of Purple, which I had to remove. Yeah. Anyway, which I redid. I did redo my purple kit altogether. I came out with a completely different purple kit, and so which I'm really happy with. I did that. What was that? Came out in June, in between the hospital visits. So anyway, there's purple out there. So there's 2 large ones, and one's considered cream and one's considered yellow, only because of the yellow flower on the coffee. It was the only way I could figure out how to indicate them on the Etsy and know which one you guys bought and not send out the wrong one. So this was the second one. This is one of the last ones I made. You guys didn't get to see it. Again, everything is on these lovely botanical coffee sleeve holders. Everything has lace. These 2 are also the same size, so they both have the same type of lace. This one was covered. This one was sort of collaged on to cover the pieces I didn't want to see. Of course, you have a piece of paper in it. And again, it's totally empty on the inside, so you can open it up and go ahead and write on it or add to it. This one also, they're very similar. They both have the smaller envelope along with the larger envelope. They both have their file folders. They're just in different spots because depending on the kit that they came from, I had a lot of extras when I was creating the wildflower kit and the little mini kits. The mini kits had a file folder, an envelope, some journal cards, and little things where you can make mini file folder books. You can make little file folder crafts, gifts. I use them as ways to, do as birthday gifts, Christmas. I have a bunch of mini file folder kits, and they're really fun to make gifts out of them for, birthdays and holidays. So Mother's Day, the works. I love doing the little stuff sometimes just to make a little vintage, you know, vintage feeling greeting card or mini book or something, you know, to give away to someone who may not be much into the craft, but would enjoy, you know, all the details and the pretties that go with it. So these file folders are wonderful additions to any craft. I even have, like I said, some of my Spring Bunny kit. Some of you will get some of the a more technically a Valentine kit, but I just love the couples on them. They're just adorable. He's so serious, and so is she. Just love them. Anyway, so like I said, 2 large journal cards, 2 medium cards, 2 tags, belly bands, strips, corners, the works. So there you go. So these are the 2 large ones, large cream ones. And I am sorry, they are large. I don't know if they'll fit in a journal. Depends on how you make it. So I think it's something that you could decorate up and fill it up, and it would make a wonderful gift. Or even doing it where you could always, I hate to cover that up, but you could back it with something a little bit more sturdy, and it's even something that you could hang on the wall and fill it up, and I think it has potential. So hope you guys like those. And then there's a slightly smaller one. Now this would definitely fit a little bit better, because I think it's only 5 by, it's not even, it's like it's 5.5 by a little over 6. So 5.5 by 6, 6.5. So that definitely will fit better in a, all these strings, better in a standard 9x6 journal. If you really wanted to glue it down on like the back page of your cover, because it's nice, it will make it nice and sturdy, and you can tuck it full of extra pieces. So this one you also didn't see on camera. We put lace on one side down the strip, and then I went ahead and took paint and stencils. I tried to splatter it. Yeah, which that's a technique that takes practice. And I didn't destroy it or anything. It was like, I think I wore more paint than I actually, got on here. But we stenciled it with paint and ink and splattered it a little bit, put some lace over it. See, again, I'm going to have to fix these. Okay, so if someone has an idea, when you go to pull them up, though, I noticed that the Velcro does not stick. This backside does not stick to this. So I'm going to have to add some serious glue to them. I think they do when you press down, but when you go to pull it up, it doesn't want to let go. So it's definitely something that I think, I think once you write in it, it's something you would open and close 50 million times. So that's sort of a bummer. I wonder how people get around that. I'm like, It's like a magnet, which you hide behind paper, so it's not as tempting. But yeah, okay, so we'll keep an eye on those. But anyway, careful with it. Keep reinforcing it if it needs to. It's fine. And then, okay, anyway, I'll leave that open and let it do its thing. So there you go. There's another one. But I really enjoyed making these. All of them have that back ruffle on them, which is just a wonderful last minute addition. So you can sort of see it just, I don't know. There's something about it. You could do it without, but I really liked adding that little ruffle to the back. So I'm definitely going to make more of these. I want to make a coffee lover set. And who knows what else. I don't know if I'll make any for Christmas or not. But while I'm making my next project, I may have to make 1 or 2. I have a bunch of black and white ones. I know that will go with a black and white journal, because I have plenty of those kits too. So, okay, so that would be the 4th one. So there's the 2 extras that you didn't get to see. That one you didn't see on camera, but man, that was fun. You did see it in some pictures if you follow me on Instagram. And this one was a little harder because it is smaller. I had a hard time trying to figure out how to get it all in here. But each one, again, file folder, large envelope. This little one has more of the pink, has the pink shabby kit envelope in it with the flowers. And this one is glued down. Yeah, all right then. That one is glued down. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like it was something I was playing with. It's one of the first envelopes I ever made, where at first I was just doing a really simple a scallop on it, and no hole punches. So this one definitely leaves you some room to keep distressing. If you want to put your pocket in there, you could clip it, or your pocket, your thumb notch in there. So it does have some room, but it is an envelope. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize I sealed that one in. But that's what happens. You start projects, you're working on it, you're trying to figure out what does and doesn't fit, and this is what happens. So then, anyway, there's more, like I said, more labels. I pretty much took my 2 or 3 sheets of labels that I had and cut them up and made sure everybody got about 10 of those. Each pocket is sewn too, by the way. Just give you a feel here. Each one was a folded page. These are all things that came out of books. I may have ripped them to maybe make it fit better if it needed it. If it was really bad, I used my rip tool to sort of clean it up and distress them. They got zigzagged all the way around to help keep the pocket on the bottom up, and to help sew in your second pocket. Your second pocket is just more of like a belly band, so everything can slide straight through, and let you have the full length to put the bigger pieces in. But these come from a number, they're coming out of the sauces. I believe they're all actual pages. None of these are, what's the word? Like copies of something that I just happened to print. I have some old books that I've been given, or books that were maybe newer out of the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure which. I have to look at my books. It's been a while since I made these. Gosh, no. I don't know when, last year. And they've been sitting in my stash. I was like, oh, new year, need to clean this all up. Again, let's see, anything exciting, nothing really new. It's pretty much the same thing in every one. It's either, it has the amour and the collage stuff, and it has the purple rosemary kits, and strips with a little bit of bunny, or it has, more the purple, not purple, but more the floral. So it was a good combination of, everybody has the same piece, same amount of pieces. We are just debating on, see, there's the purple, more ephemera, and everything is, has more inside it. This has stuff in it. It's just full. And then I just love the addition of the made ephemera ready to go for you guys. And I think once these are all cut down and not so bulky with all the fussy cuts, I think you guys could get a lot more in here, to make it work. So we'll just do that for now. I know it's so full. I don't know where to put that one. I already took pictures of all of these, and they're all in my shop ready to go. They're just waiting for their new homes. Hopefully you guys will see the potential that I see, and will, go grab a set. Make something with it. Share it on my Crafters of a Jewel Design on my Facebook page. Come look. And then the last one is fun because, one, I had a blast after doing the first one. Working the first coffee, I turned the camera off and went to town. I just kept going, and this one came up next, and this one was a lot of fun, doing all the bits and pieces and the layers and finding everything that's needed. That one actually worked pretty good. Again, open space. Some have things on the inside. As I got better, each one I got better at cleaning up the inside as they came apart. So I didn't feel like I had to put as much on the inside. But even that, I love that little addition. You could put another thing right here if you wanted, little name or vertical word here, and then you could write, of course, on the rest of it. Write on it, or just continue to fill it up. There's a label on the outside, so you could put a word on that also, or write something in there. My forever pink vertical words that I just went ahead and sort of cut accordingly and distressed, like we do with everything else. And I thought because of the greens in it, it was the best one to go with my green. This is a book. This was a wilderness hiking book of probably 1950s, 1960s, and project guide and notes and letters to whoever they were writing back to what they found out. It almost looks like it's a script of what they're two people talking to each other. And I love the dark green, so I had a lot of fun. So then I put a sort of dark purple collage page belly band with it, to really give a nice, I wouldn't say contrast, because it definitely isn't, but I love how it's like top secret and stamped on it, and it's great, it's a very cool book. So I was stoked to do that. So there's another scallop envelope. This one, of course, ready to go, printed inside and out, unattached. You can do as you see fit with it. And this was the, I believe that's the garden stroll. I believe that goes to the garden stroll kit. So it's hard to tell once you're done with it. I'm like, which one is it? But I want to say it's a garden stroll. I know I had the Victorian girls in it, but I think they were supposed to be like the Jane Austen walking in the garden type feel. Before I did the Jane Austen kit. Way before I did the Jane Austen kit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, this one, has a little more. This one has still purple, a little retro, a lot of floral, pink shabby. They'll have belly bands, like I said, some strips. Always have corners in them. A corner pocket. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. These are the ephemera holder and altered coffee sleeve ephemera kits with all their fussies and all their fun pieces, with the extra touch of the decorated coffee sleeve. ready to go. And hopefully I feel that they match their pages well enough that you could put it together and put them in the same journal, or you could separate them out, whatever you want to do. But I think they make great gifts. I think they make great additions to any journal that you may need to do. And since it is pretty much an eclectic group, it can go in. It's not like it's one thing, or you could totally just build off what you have here and make it a challenge. I really feel like that would be what I would do with these if they don't sell. I may take the pieces that they came with and decorate it up, decorate the pieces, stuff it back together, and you would have a decorated, fully ready to go ephemera pocket kit, and not be such a loosey-goosey item, which I could do, but I really would love to give you guys the opportunity, for like I said, for about $15, to have all these pieces and have it go to so many things, and not be like, well, I'm stuck with what's decorated, and it may or may not fit what I need. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I probably talked way more than I expected. Yeah, 21 minutes, not bad. But there they are. They're in my Etsy shop waiting for their new homes. They need to go somewhere. Someone needs to create with them, since I only have so many hours in the day to create things. And you never know. I may decide, yep, I have to go do this. It's meant to be. Or I'm really hoping, like I said, you guys will take them home and add them to your supplies, add them to your project baskets, and make something wonderful out of them. And again, share the outcome with me over at Crafters of a Jewel Design, which is my Facebook page, which is down below in my description. If you click on the link tree at Jewel Design, it'll pop up a page where you can see everywhere I am, including the Crafters of a Jewel Design. Click on it. If you're already a member, please share what you've been designing with my stuff and everybody else's. I am not super picky. I would hope that some part of what you've bought from me is, presented in what you share with us. But sometimes I possibly do something, or Lorette does something, and it inspires you, share it. I'm okay with it. I'd rather see creativity and production and final projects than nothing at all. So please ask to join if you haven't already. If you have, come on, ladies. I don't care. Do the best you can. We all want to see what you're making. And I will do my best, of course, to get myself back over there. I haven't done a whole lot on that, and I'm so sorry. There's just so many things going on as it is. My Jewel Design Facebook page itself is now not getting my Instagram posts. It keeps all going to my personal page, which is fine. There's a lot of people that follow me over there too. But I will do my best to try to, as we get through the season, put more and more up on my Crafters of a Jewel Design Facebook group page. And let's start sharing as we are doing things throughout this wonderful season. So thank you again for watching, liking, loving, commenting, hitting your notification button, and of course the subscribe button, and checking everything out that I have going on, liking it and sharing it, so that we can share all of our loves and our inspirations with everyone out there. So have a wonderful Friday, right? This is on Friday morning. You're going to see it today, which is absolutely unheard of sometimes. But it is what it is. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and keep your eyes out. I hope you will hit your notifications, because I am working on a new project. It's all done, ready to go. I'm going to do my prep work today. Okay. If you are watching me on Instagram, you've seen some sneak peeks of some of these lovelies, right? But I have a brand new project I'm doing with this new journal kit that will be out for you guys next week. And I realize I do not have a December daily, so I sort of made this with that in mind. I need a new one for this Christmas. With all that's going on, I really want to document all the wonderful things that we're able to continue on with, and making new memories. So I created a gorgeous kit, and I hope you all love it, and you will watch me work on it throughout the month. And so that video is coming up next week, so that's where I get to go do that next. So have a wonderful Friday, a lovely weekend, and I hope these all find new homes very soon. Talk to you soon. Love y'all.